Wii U 2.0? Hey Nintendo, nobody asked for this crap.
What's up guys, PowerWang Z here. We're going to be doing another unboxing video tonight. The Nintendo Switch. Alright guys, let's get right into it here. Let's get unboxing the Switch. So first we're going to pop this guy up. It comes in a pretty small box actually. It is not very large by comparison to other console boxes. But inside you're supposed to be getting Nintendo's latest and greatest gaming system that is both a home console and a portable console. So let's go ahead and get this guy opened up. There is no circle tape on this one, so we just go ahead and pop the top, and there we are into the system. And you can see there basically everything that encompasses the system. We've got the left and the right Joy-Cons sitting right there alongside the gamepad. So let's go ahead and pull those out and take a gander at what we've got. They're in a nice little tray here, so you can actually separate them from the rest of the contents of the box, which we're going to go ahead and set aside here and take a gander at those. So first we'll go ahead and flip out the fancy gamepad, and then we'll slide out each one of the Joy-Cons and set these aside. And then you've got the box that holds those together. We don't really care about that. Oh, that's cardboard. We can get that shit out of our way. So we've got the gamepad here, the life and blood of the Switch. Now how the hell they fit something that they expect to compete with the PlayStation and the Xbox into this small of a package, that has yet to be seen. Honestly, the power just doesn't appear to be there based off the specific stats of the system. You can check those out. I will post a link down below and maybe throw up a little thing right there for you guys to take a gander at. But there it is, there's the gamepad. And honestly doesn't look anything too impressive by itself. It's about the size, maybe a little bit thicker than an iPad mini. So let's go ahead and get a closer look at this guy here. It's really nice looking. You can see the reflection of my lights there. The Joy-Cons hook up on either side of the system. On the bottom you have got your charging port, and then it looks like two docking ports there. On the back you can see here are the speakers on the bottom on the back. So if we flip it over. You've also got this little fancy guy, which is probably about the cheapest, crappiest kickstand I think I've ever seen. And it's just a piece of plastic that rolls off the back. But it also doubles as your memory card block off. So that is your kickstand. I recommend buying one of the aftermarket stands. I'll link to some of those on Amazon. I've seen a few of them in action, and they're way better than this pile of crap that's on the back of it. So your memory card can be inserted here into this little slot, and it takes SD cards, which is sweet, unlike some of the others. On the top, I'm going to go ahead and flip that over because the left and the right sides aren't all that interesting. You've got your power button right here, which is on the left side as you're holding it. You've got your up and down volumes there. And then of course you've got where your game card goes in, and what looks to be a cooling slot and a slot for headphones. So all in all, pretty simple on the console itself. Let's go ahead and get the Joy-Cons out and get those hooked up here. So they're just in little slip baggies, and they go drop right out real simple. And there those guys are, left and right Joy-Cons. My complaint about it having used somebody else's is the buttons on the top. These things are friggin' tiny. Seriously, do I have tiny little fingers? Look at these things. Look at my fingers. This button is absolutely teeny compared to my finger. That's going to be impossible to hit. So hopefully there's maybe some type of larger Joy-Con in the works, or maybe some kind of cool adapter like they made for the Vita controls. But you've got that. On this side you've got like a little micro D-pad that's up here. So it's just a little micro D-pad. You've got your X, Y, B, A buttons, and your right joystick and a home button. Then here on the left, it looks like probably a start or a select button. Let's see if that guy's labeled. That is not, of course. So there's an unlabeled button right up here. And you got your left joystick, and you've got your arrow keys there. Boop, right there. Your joystick. And then these are where the connection points are to the Joy-Con. And I do see here an SL and an SR. I don't yet know what those are for. I'm guessing maybe syncing the Joy-Cons. But there those guys are. Let's go ahead and take a look how these doodads connect up to our system here. So pretty simple it looks like. You just go ahead and slide them in from the top. They do not slide in the other way. And they literally just slide and click into place. And this gives you what equates to being your little handheld. This is your handheld after it is assembled. Let's back it out just a little bit here to give you guys just a little bit better look at how that looks when those are connected. Look at that. You can see all of that. So that's what it looks like when they are connected. It is kind of wide. It's a little bit taller than a small tablet. It's probably more kind of closer to almost full-size tablet, but not a bad device overall. It does fit. It does feel a little bit small and a little bit large in my hands at the same time. So if you look how I'm holding it, it doesn't feel like I have an entirely great grasp on it. But let's get a quick side-by-side with this guy and the Wii U gamepad, just so you guys can see what this thing looks like next to one another. Easy size comparison. So for those of you who have had a Wii U already, you can kind of get a feel for what it's like. It literally isn't too much different in actual like height or lengthwise. Set it on top of it. It is a little bit slimmer. The screen size is roughly the same. Button positions are similar with some additions. It doesn't look like you have the camera on the it doesn't look like you have the camera on the Switch like you did on the Wii U, which is kind of good, kind of bad. It's just extra crap that honestly wasn't very useful. So here they are, side by side for your comparison. One above the other, and vice versa. Just because some of the views make it easier. So you can see the Switch is obviously quite a bit slimmer, but that is, you know, the two gamepads compared to one another. I do feel like the heft of the and the size of the buttons, I like that a little bit better about the Wii U controller a little bit personally. But again, let's go ahead and do this and get them side by side, up and down next to each other. So again, you can see they are different in size. Still cool. Let's go ahead and keep looking at what we get with the Switch in the box. So we'll go ahead and set the console and the Joy motes aside. You get your standard paperwork, blah blah blah. Here's your warranty information, your warnings, crap that we don't care about. So let's get that the hell out of the way. Let's go ahead and flip this open. This is going to be your little controller stand, or your your actual controller you can slip the Joy-Cons into. So that they just slide right in here. We'll get into those when we disconnect them from the main system, but we'll take a look at those in just a second here. You get a wonderful HDMI cable, thank you Nintendo. Now next up we've got the power supply. This is your little power box. It's a fat little box with cable. Cable's not very long. I'm kind of unimpressed with the cable length. It does look like it is the new USB-C connector, which is actually a pretty slick thing to do because everybody else wants you to buy their damn proprietary connectors, so you can't just use something you already have. The dope part about this, everybody who's got a current generation smartphone has the damn charger they need for the thing. So be happy with that, okay? So let's get that guy out of the way because, let's be honest, most of us don't really give a crap about the power supply because it's unimportant unless it stops working. Here we have the outer piece of the Joy-Cons for when we swap those and use them individually. So it's got two buttons on it and a little lock. So there is that. I don't feel another one there, but look at that. There is another one on this side. But those go on the Joy-Cons, so you can use the Joy-Cons individually. A lot of little small crap, so you are going to need a box or some kind of bin near your gaming system to stuff all this little junk into. So that feels like all that's in there. So now we're going to move on to the last large piece in here. I'm going to toss the box aside. And got some bubble wrap on there. Go play with that. Pop it. Have fun. Get these damn things out of the way. Alright, we're going to take a look at this. This is our dock. So this is how you turn this thing from a handheld into a quote-unquote home system. To me, this thing is still just a damn glorified handheld. So the dock is not bad for the design, aside from one thing, which I will get into in just a second. But there's the basic shape of the dock for you. It is a rectangle with a slat cut out in the middle where your system goes. Now this, and it's not very large, it's about the size of the pad itself, maybe just a tiny bit larger. Now, here's the nifty thing that I do applaud Nintendo for on this. It's cleverly designed that your power cords will go in the back. Now here's the beauty of it though. You flip that sucker open, and they hide everything in here. You can hide the power cables and stuff in here, bunch it all up so it doesn't look as nasty and dirty as some of the other power supplies do if you don't hide them well. In there you've got an HDMI out, a USB, so you can plug in your you can plug in a USB memory stick for whatever, or I've yet to see what they actually need that USB adapter for. And then your AC, which I do believe again is a USB-C. But, so that's pretty nifty. You can see that. It's a nice slim area. You can kind of fold up your cables, tuck them in there, and it will fold up nicely. Now, I'm not going to go ahead and put the Switch into here because I'm going to get into the one critical accessory you need to use this. And I say critical accessory because unless you want to scratch the screen of your gamepad, buy a damn screen protector. I've seen people complain about this. I've seen it personally in my own hands, seeing other people's. So buy a screen protector. I chose the Nintendo one for $12.99 from GameStop. Yes, I leave my price tag on. I don't really care. But it's a screen protector. It's a piece of plastic that goes over your screen to keep you from scratching the crap out of it. These things generally aren't too hard to apply. Follow directions, take your time, and you'll get it right. Now, back onto all the cool stuff that's in the box. All right? So we're going to go ahead and take our Joy-Cons off of here. Let's not jack anything up. Okay? So I got to figure out first how to unlock these from the system. You know, I probably should RTFM. Ooh, hey, we're already powering this thing on. Okay, cool. So there's little buttons up here. Right there, that little black button. You just give that a push, and that unlocks the Joy-Cons. Look at that. We will power it off really quick. So with the Joy-Cons, you can take these guys. There you go. They are a little bit tough, so they slide on from the top, lock into place, and then I think you can hit this guy and that locks them down. So there you go. That is what your Joy-Con looks like with the little accessory on it. Man, that thing is absolutely teeny. I do not know how you are going to play with this thing in your hands if you have hands like mine. Now the good thing is, and they learned this from the Wii when people started throwing their Wiimotes through their TVs, put a strap on it or people are going to toss it and or lose it. So there is that one. Go ahead and toss it on the other. And there you go. There's what they look like with the two Joy-Cons side by side. Unlock with the little bottom tab here by pushing it down and then hit the button here on the top to release. So be ready if you buy this thing for your kids to help them out getting these off. It is not the easiest experience in the world. Now let's go ahead and slide it into this guy here, the little controller piece. So you really just, which one's the right, and you slip it in. You lock it down, and same with this. You slide it into the little tracks. You can see the tracks there. You line up the tracks with the grooves, slide it in until it clicks. And there you go. There is your... doesn't feel too bad in the hands, doesn't feel great in the hands. It does look like there's a nice little place if you want to hook a strap onto it right here also. So that, guys, is looking at the Switch. And then we'll go ahead and show you what else we got. We got this fancy pants stuff right here. We got The Legend of Zelda. To me, the only good launch title out there. I will be also picking up Shovel Knight because that looks cool, but it's not an exclusive. It's not a launch title. It's nothing system selling in my opinion. But there it is. We're going to be playing Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild a little bit. I do have both the Wii U and the Switch versions, so we'll be doing a comparison video of those and talking about those in the future. Now, if you want to buy any of the crap you see in this video, you can check out the link down below. I've got all that stuff laid out for you from Amazon, where you can get it. Now, unfortunately, I'm not going to promise you're going to be able to get a Switch from there because we all know how this BS goes when there's a console release. Good luck getting it. Anyways, guys, I'm PowerWangZ. This has been an unboxing video for the Nintendo Switch. Peace out.